Thank you for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, and I see the new surge of subscribers. So thank you for getting the word out about this channel in building this weather community. That's what it's about, having a community as we get into the hurricane season. Now, a couple areas I'm watching, but good news, I'm not seeing any crazy signs of development. I like to pass along good news when I can. I know the weather a lot of times is not good news, but you see a couple areas I'm going to keep an eye on: Eastern Pacific and then Western and Central Caribbean. First thing, the water temperatures are so warm. And by the way, I also want to get into that first tropical wave that is sliding into the Caribbean. I'll show you that in a moment. But this here, just giving you the outlook as we work our way toward June. Water temperatures very warm in the Caribbean and in the Eastern Pacific. Near Jamaica, 29 degrees Celsius or about 84 degrees Fahrenheit. So very warm water, which is conducive for some development. But that's just one ingredient. There's so many ingredients that come into play when you're tracking tropical storms and hurricanes in the development of those. Now, this map is telling for an active hurricane season. The Gulf, the Caribbean, a lot of the Atlantic, Eastern Pacific. This orange shading you're seeing in here, or red shading, even some yellows popping up, that's showing me that we have above average water temperatures. We're in late May now, but the water temperatures are more like what we'd have in late June and July. So as we get into the hurricane season, the water is plenty warm and actually extra warm for some development. And that's one of the reasons why it will be an active season. Doesn't mean we're going to get hit by anything, but there will be a lot of named storms, and then I'll just track it as those move closer to us. Now, I want to jump ahead. There's so many of us that absolutely need rain. We have extreme drought. I'm thinking of you. We've had huge issues in Belize, Honduras, over toward Mexico, back towards St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We've had water restrictions across the Caribbean, just to name a few spots. A lot of us need the rain. Now, in June, still on track, this green and even this blue shading you're seeing here for above average rain. Now, it may take a week or two. So it may not be quite yet. It looks like more so mid-June into late June, we're going to get a bigger surge of moisture, but at least that's some better news. A little bit drier over toward the southeast U.S. So we do have some rain on the way, but we still need to get there another week or two before many of us start to really feel that pattern change. Now, as we track development, I was mentioning in a couple spots that I'm watching for development. I want to jump ahead. It's not just what's going on at the surface with the water temperatures. It's what's going on above our heads. So we get a look at the wind shear. And this is as we work our way into the first and almost second week of June. A lot of the wind shear is up here, this red shading. In the Caribbean, the wind shear is kind of relaxed. So what the heck do I mean by that? Well, wind shear is a good thing in the hurricane season. Those are winds in the opposite direction that come across and knock off the tops of developing hurricanes and tropical storms, so they can't develop as well. So a lot of wind shear is our friend in the hurricane season, but there's not as much. It's going to relax. Here's Jamaica, here's Cuba, Cayman Islands. It's going to relax some in the Eastern Pacific and in the Caribbean. So that, with the water temperatures, is why those are a couple spots I'm watching. So I do believe as we get into June, especially mid-June, once we get that surge of moisture, this area in here, just off toward the east of Nicaragua, near Jamaica, closer to Haiti, and then this area here in the Eastern Pacific, which isn't a surprise. Usually you get some development this time of year, but these are a couple spots that I'll be watching for some development as we go over the next couple weeks. But the good news is there's nothing imminent, but I am seeing those ingredients in play that I just showed you. I like to show you everything that I'm seeing. Now, what we have going on right now, this here is the first tropical wave of the season. Came off the coast of Africa, marches across in the trade winds. The trade winds are just the global pattern of winds. And the predominant wind coming off of Africa is going from the east to the west, drawing in either dust or some tropical waves. And you see it right in through here. That's where we're seeing this moisture building. Here's Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, Venezuela, Guyana. You get towards Suriname. We've had a lot of rain moving into Guyana earlier this morning and last night. This is the tropical wave moving in. So Trinidad, our best chance of rain will be today. And as we go over the next couple days, that chance of scattered showers. It's not the biggest area of rain. It's not the healthiest tropical waves. Some tropical waves, even ones that don't develop, can bring a lot of rain. This one has some, but more in the way of broken areas of rain. So this is what I'll be approaching. Here's Dominica, Martinique, St. Lucia, St. Vincent the Grenadines, Barbados right here. And this is what will be filtering our way. So even some spotty showers trying to roll closer to Barbados and St. Lucia and St. Vincent the Grenadines. It's not a guarantee, though, with this type of tropical wave that we definitely get rain, but the rain chance is higher. Now, seeing this surge of moisture still around, Pulling out of Colombia, near the ABC Islands, we'll see a chance of some showers. As the week goes on, though, I'm going to be watching that chance of rain getting higher. Watch what happens with this tropical wave. So this is the leftover moisture from the system we were tracking together last week. Scattered showers, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. Watching some rain, Costa Rica, Panama, where it's been dry, El Salvador, Guatemala. It's still going to be too dry back through Mexico. More on that in a moment. But there's that tropical wave bringing some scattered showers later today and still tomorrow. This is Sunday. Not a widespread rain event, although Guyana and Suriname, we're going to have a lot of rain. But as this tropical wave moves in, remember we have a lot of moisture in Colombia and Venezuela. It gets tied together. Tropical wave moves in. It actually taps into some of that moisture in Colombia, in Venezuela. So by Sunday, you see this moisture moving up toward the north once again. So we're going to see the rain chance bumping up in Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, U.S. and British Virgin Islands, maybe even clip us in Anguilla. So we'll see how this shakes out. But with this surge of moisture here, Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire, the rain chance on Sunday will also be going up. And then anywhere from Trinidad back towards St. Lucia, Barbados, Dominica, we'll still get some of those scattered showers, not super widespread. I'm going to break that down in a moment. I want to go over that 3-day forecast island by island for you. So as far as the rain goes, this map, of course, always a little crazy on the wide view. So let me just zoom down for a second. These are 3-day rain totals. So as we get anywhere from Martinique south through Trinidad and Tobago near Venezuela, you see some of the purples popping up. Some of us will get 75 millimeters of rain or 3 inches of rain, but not most of us. Most of us in this blue shading, which would either be nothing, because I mentioned it's scattered. It's not a big area of rain. So we could get a quick 25 millimeters of rain or an inch of rain, but the rain chance is going up, a sign of changes as we get into June. So some scattered showers as we get into Trinidad and Tobago today. So keep me posted in the comments if you do get rain or if you don't. So it's a good way to help track things. Put your location, what you got going on or not going on in those comments. Heaviest Guyana and Suriname, still some flooding around, where over the next 3 days we'll have a few spots that could pick up an additional 100 millimeters of rain or 4 inches of some rain. So here's this area we're tracking in the Caribbean. Now getting closer to Bermuda, there's that surge of moisture, there's the tropical wave, and then back here, we're going to watch out for more severe weather developing in the middle of the U.S. Another tornado outbreak on the way. We are thinking of that as we go throughout the day today. So getting a look at the outlook, here's that spin that did not develop near Bermuda, trying to pull off toward the eastern Bermuda. There's the surge of moisture, and you can watch how it gets tied together. Tropical wave moves in, taps into the moisture in Colombia and Venezuela, and my friends in Mexico, we are way, way too dry. There's that surge of some more moisture and that severe weather threat in the U.S. This is our Sunday afternoon where it is dry. It is too dry. Yucatan and Mexico, even back toward central Mexico, Mexico City, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua. We need to get some rain. Stays very limited. And then you get over to the east. That's where we have that higher chance of rain as we work our way into Sunday. So you see here, this area here, no signs of development, maybe a couple of weeks, as I mentioned, for some development, but this is an area I'm watching very warm water temperatures for tropical development. It would be nice. Sometimes tropics could really be our friend if a weak system were to pull up to the north, but no indications of that now. So Central America and New Mexico, we are super dry. Rain, very minimal. Best chance of rain would be central southern Costa Rica and then back through Panama. Panama getting some of those decent totals. Panama Canal doing better. Things are trending on the positive there. Now, as we go through the day, jumping up to the north, so here's Newfoundland to get back toward Nova Scotia. Some of the showers coming out of Quebec. And then as we work our way into our Sunday, not a whole lot. Nova Scotia may catch a few showers. Prince Edward Island on our Sunday. And then we'll be watching this next system. A lot of those systems rolling through the U.S. You see, as we get into a Monday, this is by the time we get into Monday, that surge of moisture pulling back as we work our way into parts of New England. So we're going to see a lot more in the way of rain working into New England. So here's Jamaica. I hope I've been getting my days right. Sometimes I jump ahead. May have said something wrong. I was just thinking about that in a second. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Let me spell it out here for you. Jamaica, we're looking at isolated to scattered showers and storms. Not all of us are getting that. Cayman Islands were mainly on the dry side. As we get back toward Trinidad and Tobago, the rain chance is higher. So let me know how it's going. Hopefully we get a few scattered showers that will be working in. Same thing in Barbados the next 2 days with that tropical wave around. The rain chance will be higher, and it will be higher in St. Lucia. 40% chance today, 50% chance tomorrow. And you see the rain chance in Grenada tomorrow. we're up to a 60% chance of some scattered showers. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we need some rain. I really wish it was a higher chance, but at least we have a 40% chance as we go throughout the weekend, and that 40% chance in Martinique. Rain chance as we work our way toward Dominica through the weekend, 40 to 50%, and holding on to an even 40% chance in Guadeloupe. We've had some showers the last few days in Guadeloupe. Antigua and Barbuda, 30% chance this weekend. St. Kitts and Nevis and Montserrat, Monday rain chance will be higher. We're seeing that trend higher. I mentioned that tropical wave moving in, how it pulls in some of that moisture. So Anguilla and St. Bart's, rain chance trending higher by the time we get into Monday. 40% chance the next couple days, St. Martin, Saba, and Statia could get some passing showers. And there we go in Puerto Rico on Monday. I may have said Sunday earlier. On Monday, we're going to see that much higher chance of rain, another 60% chance U.S. and British Virgin Islands on Monday with that tropical wave moving in and bringing in some of the moisture down to the south. And we'll see that pattern for us in the Dominican Republic and in Haiti. So Sunday into Monday, the rain chance bumps up again, and we do have some swollen rivers around, so I'll monitor that flood threat. Bahamas, it is so hot. Bahamas back toward Florida, super hot. Turks and Caicos on Monday, we'll see some of that rain moving in from the south. Belize, we're way too dry. 5, maybe 10% chance of getting a shower, but there we go in Aruba. As we work our way into Monday, some of that moisture starts to move in. Even tomorrow, we'll see the rain chance getting higher across the ABC Islands, but Monday, Curacao, rain chance about 40%. And in Guyana, watching that flooding. We've had that. We had some heavier rain overnight. We've had that in Suriname. The rain chance stays on the high side, especially with that wave that moves in. Not talking about ocean waves. These are atmospheric waves. Cuba, we are very hot, isolated storm, and even 70% chance Costa Rica and Panama, but more so, as I mentioned, southern Costa Rica into Panama with a higher chance of rain. Could see a pop-up stray storm in Honduras. Mexico City, rain chance 30% through the weekend. Need some more rain. Yucatan and Mexico were primarily on the dry side. Northern Venezuela, 30 to 40% chance of rain. And in Bermuda, a little bit breezier, higher seas with that system scooting by just to the south and east as we go throughout the weekend. So by June, we'll get that bigger pattern change, which is actually common. I showed you everything that I'm seeing out there and some hints that we could get some development in the central and western Caribbean in about a week or two. Tracking that tropical wave that is moving in today, that is some very welcome news for a lot of us. Central America, still the extreme drought. I am seeing those signs of changes as we work our way into June, but as I mentioned right at the beginning of the video, it's still going to take a little time to get there, so we're still dealing with those extreme conditions. Hurricane season starts just days away. So thank you for sharing this information, spreading this channel as we get closer to the hurricane season and build this weather community together. I'll keep you posted on everything. You keep me posted in the comments as well. Have a good day ahead.